I'm back home.
Let's get down to business to defeat Chaz now.
Hit him with a recap. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man down, know what y'all like. Hit him with a recap. On the top row, crowd already know how I fly him to the.
Yo, it's your boy! It's your cousin, your nephew. It's the dawn of the Mid-Atlantic and the Rapido region's best kept secret. And you're checking out the 3 Count Podcast presents Chaz and Friends. Now let me introduce you, my friend. Introducing first. All right, look. He's the guy. He got the fancy microphone, okay? He's got the fancy Marvel characters behind him. He's got a signed, all right? He's repping Under Armour because go Baltimore. And first of all, he's my best friend, all right? And if I didn't have him, this show wouldn't be a thing. The 3 Count Podcast would be a thing because, listen, I don't run this show. He does, okay? He runs everything, all right? I'm just a figurehead. But, ladies and gentlemen, he is the Red Dog.
The United States.
Hey, shout out. It is Air Force Veteran Intel Specialist, the one you call on when you need to get the job done, and your friendly neighborhood Red Dog. That's right. Repping a military style hat, although this one is the Broncos today. But it is November. It is Veterans Month, so I will be doing my best to remember to wear a camo hat at least every show this month. Wanted to try something new. Why not?
That's what's up.
All right, and last but certainly not the least, the heater of the show, okay? The official heater, all right? And that's a shoot, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Dark Lord. He is the Dark Goat. Ladies and gentlemen, he is our residential super villain, Damien Fatal.
And today, a lot of people might not like me. And I really don't care. Just remember that. Guys, I don't care if you don't like me. So, it's all gravy.
All right, if you haven't done so, make sure you follow us on all your favorite social media platforms, as you can see below. 3count_pod on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, and 3Count Pod on everything else. Also, if you are catching us live right now on YouTube and Facebook Live, hit that like button and that subscribe button. Also, shout out to the Big Plus Network.
Yeah, Big Plus Network.
All right. If you have not already done so, make sure you subscribe to the Big Plus Network. Also, sorry to interrupt your movie and/or music video that was playing now.
Watching as the guy died at the end.
Yeah, he probably did.
He probably did. That's how all movies.
We're better than that SoundCloud artist you were trying to listen to.
That too.
And more entertaining.
Absolutely.
Yeah, most likely.
I got skills too. I can drop bars. Don't worry. I'm not doing them
I mean,
today,
I could too, but that's not what this podcast is about.
That's not what this is about.
Exactly.
But if I did start rapping, I'd be in your top 5 favorite rappers. Just like Dylon, and Dylon.
You know what? I would love to see Damien and Cliff on like an actual rap song.
Oh, we could kill it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. I need y'all to do that for the what's it called?
Call it Living in Red.
All right, boom. Listen. So you got to do it. Can y'all get it done by the anniversary show?
Absolutely not.
God, I mean, all right.
That's next month.
It could be done, but it's going to take a lot of fucking
3 weeks.
work. And that's like mailing stuff, emailing stuff, and he's got to go to a studio and write lyrics. Like, I could get the beat. I can get my lyrics laid. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. I gotta go to
all I hear is excuses, brothers.
If we had a little bit more time, you'd given us 3 weeks. when we don't live in the same state no more.
All right, fine. How about this? Exactly. How about this? Can you do it for the when we come back from hiatus?
You do it for the Vine. I swear when
Stop. Hold on.
You're trying to get me to do that.
You gotta walk off
now. Chris Idol's been trying to get
Hey,
the title
yo.
This is how this show's already on. This show's already gone that
We
route.
haven't even got past nothing.
Oh my goodness, that was
That was great. That was great.
that was so
For
funny.
everybody that like didn't physically see that.
And I was trying to get to them and
You
tell
need
them to make sure if you're catching us out there, but if you're on our podcast and you're listening to us, after the fact, I'm sorry, you got to catch the show live, my guy, or my gal, or whatever you prefer. Like, you have to catch the show live.
Yeah, you do.
It's
Security.
You probably just heard Cliff saying, "Do it for the vine, do it for the vine," in this loud voice, and it's probably funny too. But if you didn't see what he was doing, you didn't really understand why I had to walk off, because they're probably like, "Oh, Chaz is walking off. That's the gimmick." No, I legit walk. It's a shoot when I walk off because it's outrageous things that are said and done on the show. So please make sure you check us live. All right. So if you haven't done so already, you need to go back and hit that subscribe button. All right. On YouTube and on the Big Plus Network.
Big Plus Network with no banner.
Oh,
nah.
I'm looking at comments and stuff. Like, I'm trying to fix all this other shit. Every time you low key, like, you got to just like prep it up. Like, you got to give me time to prep with it.
I got
like,
you. Okay.
Code word, something.
Code word.
Yeah.
All right. I'll try to
give a quick stall. Like, hey, you can find us on the
All right, let's get to it. Look, if you already know to buy a shirt, y'all.
Ask about mine.
Buy it. Just buy
Ask
somebody's.
about mine, and then we'll put it on there.
Buy somebody's merch, guys. Please buy something.
Yeah, buy the merch.
Buy something. Let's get to it. Let's start it off hot, right? Temp check. Coldest wrestler of the.
Now we know who the coldest wrestler of the year is.
Ooh.
That's crazy. I know someone who's.
I know someone in that.
Yo,
Luke.
Fire this man. Disco Inferno? No, absolutely not. I would take Alex Wright first.
Yeah, definitely.
Disco Inferno.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Oh, poor Disco.
Let me get there's so many other dancing gimmicks I'm like trying to remember. Like
Fandango. Anybody but Disco Inferno.
Right. I would have taken anybody.
Savio Vega. Though. But
Savio Vega. That's funny. All right, but yeah, Temp Check. So if you don't know what Temp Check is, this is when we give you our hottest and our coldest wrestler going into this week. All right, we just came off a Crown Jewel.
Ooh, I know.
Damien, you was the honors and go first. Temp Check.
All right. So my hottest, I'll have to give it to LA. After that main event, I don't think any of that hurt him. We'll talk about that later, I guess. But yeah, LA Knight, and then I got a 1A and 1B for coldest.
Okay.
Jericho, of course, is 1A always. Always 1A.
Always.
And Tony Khan for doing some dumbass bullshit with Ric Flair. That later. God, I have been heated for a week. For a fucking week. I have been bitching about this to Chris Idol for like a week and and the more and more I find out, the more and more pissed I get.
I love it.
Oh.
I can't wait to talk about that.
Fucking Tony.
I can't wait. All right. What's up, dog? What you got?
All right, man. So hottest wrestler of the week. I'm gonna have to agree with Mr. Golden here. Rhea Ripley.
Yes, like, I was gonna pick her too. that women's match it was a lot better than it needed to be.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting it to be that good. Actually, 5 women though. Come on, they actually did it pretty damn well.
I think it was I called
had
it.
Nia
I
Jax
called
in
the
there?
finish. I called the finish, and I was extremely upset with myself that I called the finish.
Why?
See, that's your problem. Stop calling shit.
I know.
Well, I got asked a question. I was watching it, and what you call it? And no idol asked me like, "Oh, who's Rhea going to pin? Like, who's 60 pound?" I'm like, first of all, Rhea's not hitting. What you call it? Rhea's not hitting the goddamn her finisher either on not on Nia and not on Raquel. I was like, they both the other two. They're taking that finish. And that's what happened. And he was like, "Man, you was right." I was like, "I know."
But it made sense.
It did exactly, absolutely correct. No, it makes sense at all. I think it was fun. I'm not saying it was a bad match. It was. I let you go. Oh, this is pretty mid. Like, not saying like it was like a bad match.
I was expecting it to be a really bad clusterfuck.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why I said it was a lot better than.
But there's like a really
there
was like a really good storytelling element to it. But we got to give Rhea her props though, man.
Yeah,
like
we
low key on this show, like, and I'll say it right. I think we talk about the women's wrestling just in general because we all acknowledge they put on some great matches, right? But when I think about wrestlers of the week, man, like we have not been doing it justice for the women holding it down, right?
I don't disagree.
And I'm like, yo, Rhea Ripley has had this long title run and she has been like just dominating. And like every week we talk about her segments, like we talk about her every week, and we just do not acknowledge that this woman is on fire. So I have to go with that.
I fucked with Rhea Ripley since the tournament.
Yeah.
Just watching her in that tournament, and then just from that tournament to what she is now, we've watched her grow up, and she's gotten nothing. And she was good in the beginning.
Well, when I saw her in the first tournament, I was like, oh, it's just another, tall, like athletic blonde. And then when she came back in the second tournament and she had like that rocker look, I was like, yeah, mommy's always on top.
Yeah, because you slowly, like I said, you slowly
caught on
her evolve.
NXT. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I caught on the train in NXT when she had and the NXT UK is when I was like, okay, all right. I was like, all right, I was familiar with it, but I really got invested in Rhea when she came over to NXT in the pandemic and and I was just like, you know what? So Rhea definitely.
She runs the Judgment Day.
I mean, that's why she's number one. She was just ranked number one PWI 250 women. So
that's what's up.
Absolutely, absolutely. Rhea Ripley is like the number one woman, like killing it in the game. Period.
She is. Like hands down.
Across the board. And that's across the board. That's across the board.
Yeah. Like hands down. Mic skills, presence, matches, just title run.
Let me put my coldest one out there, okay?
Oh yeah, I want to hear this.
So my coldest wrestler is not a wrestler. It's not a manager. It's not a work. It's an entire fucking promotion.
Oh.
Hey yo. Shout outs to Capital Championship Wrestling. Yeah. Shout outs.
I heard about this.
Shout outs. So
I heard about this.
Yeah, let's talk about a promotion that allegedly, right? Just what they were doing. Let me be upfront, okay? And I'm gonna be 100% when I say this. I was a massive fan of CCW, right? And I talked about the matches that these women were putting on and just killing it. We're here talking about women wrestling. I want to talk about this on the independent scene, right? So we're talking about having great talent like Becca, Christina Marie. You have Rebecca Scott, Kylan King, the Renegade Twins, the Goons, right? There's just a plethora of talent that's coming through. Camille from NWA, the women's at the time.
I like champion. Her. I got to watch her in person, dude. She impressed me a lot.
Her and Allie Katch had this match for the NWA women's title in Delaware. Ayo, they was putting on fire matches. So then I'm really loving like the stuff that's coming out of it, right? Except like there's a whole back end to all this stuff that's happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're gonna really dig at, okay? So the entire promotion, there's a bunch of allegations going on against them, right? In fact, can't even find it because they erased their whole Twitter, all their Instagram, their Facebook page, their promotion page, everything's gone, right? But it's like when you choose not to pay certain wrestlers, when you choose to cancel flights and not tell talent, when you choose to, by the way, these are all allegations. Don't come out and try to sue us because we don't know. We're just saying allegedly,
Yeah,
right?
it's allegedly
Allegedly
what
don't
happened.
pay your wrestlers correctly. Allegedly taking monies from sponsors. Allegedly, misappropriating your funds, and allegedly, right, going out of your way to uh, cancel flights on talent and leaving them stranded at certain places. You have so much bad allegations going against you that when your three top champions leave the promotions, right? The only thing that you can come back with is it's a your problem, not our problem solution. And not your problem as in the wrestler's problem, because they did acknowledge, at least in their statement, that hey, we wish these three the best. But it was gather your facts before you come at us. Like, no, dude, like you are in defense right now. Like we have allegations that are going out against you guys, and you need to defend yourself and find yourself a better way to do damage control. In fact, when they came out with their statement, that's the thing I said the most. I was like, y'all need a PR team or someone that, or at least a friend to look over your stuff. Because like you cannot tell me that this is okay. Like there's no way on God's green earth can you take somebody else's money and meant for another wrestler, right? Give them whatever you quote unquote agreed on, and then just misappropriate the rest. Like it doesn't make any sense to me, right? So then like I know when I got to sit in the back and talk with all this talent and stuff like that, it was so much fun because like I genuinely felt like we had great rapport with what 99% of the females that came through and were working. We had a ball talking to all of them. In fact, we made so many of the talent that came from that promotion has been on this podcast as guests,
Yeah.
right? And some of those I would even consider more than just acquaintances, right? I would consider some of them my friends, and some of them I would consider like family, right? And
Right.
it's weird how you would use the word family in this industry, right? And then just fuck the person over. Like it makes no sense. And that's why that entire promotion gets hit with the coldest wrestler of the week.
I can answer your question of why probably all that happened. This is gonna be really messed up, but they based out of DC, right?
Uh
Are they based out of
New
DC?
Jersey?
Jersey? Oh, that's still no better. All right, and it's a guy of me and Chaz's skin tone color that runs it, right? In the
I
politest
mean,
way that I can say this without offending anybody, but excuse my language, niggas being niggas. That's all I can tell you.
Chaz walks off the ring.
Look, I don't disagree with you. It is messed up. Like they need the they just I don't know. It always happens with small businesses. I ain't gonna lie to you. It really does. And I read the statement. They could. You're right. Somebody should have wrote that for them because they
Somebody should have.
should have not
Somebody
written that.
should have just
And then you
bailed them
released it
out
at 1 a.m. where
and
nobody
turn the
can really
comments
see
off.
it. Yeah, I saw that too.
Yo, you knew. It's almost like you were like, I'm in the wrong, but I'm going to put this statement out there anyway.
Right. But
We have a
it at 1
deadline.
a.m. where
We got
everybody's
another
asleep.
show to go on, right?
1 o'clock in the morning.
So, at the end of the day, y'all in the wrong, homie. It doesn't matter if y'all paid back people or whatever. The fact is, you did this. It caught up to you. If you didn't think it was going to catch up to you, then maybe you in the wrong business, homie.
Yeah, I was dumbfounded by all of it because I was like, yo, what
It's
is
crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And then like even like parts of
Uh,
like just like I have the whole statement of like on my phone right now, like I'm looking at right now. I'm just like, however, it is impossible to please everyone, no matter how hard we try. First of all, no, you guys put on a fire product with your show. How about you just pay your talent, which you guys agreed on, and then if you have someone sponsor them, you don't rob that sponsor and either A, allegedly pocket the money, or B, move it to another wrestler.
Right.
You know, I was like, yo, like it never made sense to me. And I was glad that like I got to talk to other wrestlers about like who run promotions and talk to them about how they do like their sponsorship thing, right? And how it works. Because it just I blew my mind. I was like, dang, bro, like we have two friends who we love to call them sisters that are a part of this, that they're not a part of the podcast, but they always listen to our podcast. And they were getting ready to fly out and they got their flight canceled, not told. So I was like, oh, word.
All right.
And then
Well,
even their last show that they were at didn't get paid.
damn.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that.
No.
Can't be doing that. Got to pay the talent.
Mm.
They're
We're 20
risking
minutes
everything.
We're 20 minutes in. We've already gone on like 3 rants.
Yeah, exactly.
You
That's why I
did.
was just like, oh, righty, there we go.
Oh, it's your turn, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chaz, hottest wrestler, coldest wrestler.
right. Sure. Hottest wrestler, I'm going to go with Solo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Anthony. I am going to drop it like that.
Yeah. Solo. Trying to get that one. Jeez.
Yeah, Solo. No, I can agree with that.
Solo. Yeah. Solo. You know, Solo
Eat
been the
that
greatest of
fool
all time.
alive. Yeah, he ate that fool alive.
And
And if anybody says that Cena's the coldest wrestler because he lost to Solo, my man took 16 thumbs to the throat.
That doesn't make him cold. It really doesn't.
No. You take a thumb to the throat and then tell me that you're gonna take 16 and you're gonna kick out at 3.
I mean, that's true. Yeah.
ever since Andino said that to me about the realest move in pro wrestling is the thumb, I was like, I can't get that out of my head. Every time I see Solo, just
it is.
I mean,
But yeah, man, Solo was elevated by pinning John Cena like that, and without the help.
and he was elevated, like, period. The way that the match was formed,
Exactly.
it was played to Solo's strengths as it should have been.
Mm-hmm.
This
Absolutely.
was him giving back after the Nexus situation, trying to make up for, the Survivor Series with
I
the
was
Nexus.
gonna say after that Austin Theory match, but yeah, we'll go.
No, we're gonna go a little further back. That
No.
Nexus thing was messed up, man. Nexus should have won that match.
Nexus,
Oh yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. Austin Theory should not have won that match.
Austin Theory shouldn't have won that match, but that match was paint by number, and it was so cringe to watch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's everything I've been saying
I
about
don't
Austin
disagree.
Theory.
Nah,
I should be Austin Theory and me should be switching spots. He should be a podcaster, and I should be wrestling.
I mean, he has his own podcast.
For real?
No, I just want to see.
I was about to say.
I just wanted to see your face.
Because guess what? He's sucking at that, so he shouldn't. Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's called the A-Town Down Under podcast with Grayson Waller.
Don't
take that.
Don't
take that.
There you go.
There you
go. You might. There you go. Watch next year.
I know.
Grayson Waller and Austin Theory gonna have a talk show on.
Waller already has a talk show.
Exactly, and they're gonna combine it and have their own. They're gonna do
They
You wait.
They both are annoying.
If I hear that,
they're
bro,
great tag
on this
team.
show, I want to see everybody like take that clip and just be like, 3 Count Podcast said it first.
Terrible. But anyway, my coldest wrestler of the week. Oh man, Hangman Page. Look,
Yeah.
and maybe it's supposed to go this way, but I'm first of all I'm over. I need Swerve to move on. I'm ready to see Swerve go one-on-one with MJF. It is time for Swerve to be in that title picture concept. Now, whether or not if he's the guy to take it from MJF or not, I don't know. That's neither to be here nor there. But the next challenger after the Jay White and all this black and gold, it needs to be Swerve. I know he's got to go through Wardlow, and they got like 5 other people set down the line already, told us that, like who we're coming from Max. But Hangman Page, man, I'm over it. The Elite lost the belts right back to Mogul Embassy, and I'm just like, well, you shouldn't have never, won in the first place.
Exactly.
I'm like, whatever. And I was like, all right, so we did this for what? And yeah, get out of here with it. I'm ready for Hangman to go away for a bit. And I mean a bit, like a good little while.
All right, bet. Next show he's at in Salt Lake, I'll give him the Nancy Kerrigan treatment. Got you, buddy. Remember.
Why?
I got you. I got plenty of lead pipes around here, buddy. I got you.
Oh my God. Yeah. All right. Let's go to
season, right?
Oh, it is. Oh.
Swerve is money.
Swerve is money.
Swerve is money. Cause I swerve when I drop. Swerve when I drop. All right.
Justin's been trying to get me to do that. I told him.
Oh, you're gonna do it. It's gonna happen.
Look, I have no rhythm for it.
I know you don't, but it's gonna happen.
So why I'm not doing it?
It's gonna.
I have pride, sir.
All I gotta do is do a little count. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2.
See, you have more rhythm than I do, sir.
Well, that's because I'm Latin.
I was about to say, he's Latin.
Exactly.
Like he's
shout out to 188. Shout out to Brian F. Pro, by the way, for the HLW 500. Put me up on 188.
Yeah, look at you making moves.
Yeah,
making moves, man. Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars.
All right, what's the first topic?
Let's go right.
Bring it back to prime time players.
I know. Why do I gotta bring us in? Come on,
yeah, we have 3.
But you want to talk about this? I know you do.
Which one we doing first?
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about NWA.
I just found. Okay, so look, I saw what you put up, and I was like, what?
Oh yeah, somebody was supposed to send me a picture.
So
I know. I was supposed to send you a picture, and I was like, I don't want to show it.
So
I was like, I don't want to show it.
Go ahead, put out the what's the name. I'll go first since I feel like I'm probably the most unprepared for this.
All righty.
So this will be fresh off the top.
All right, you ready for this? All right, so look, so everyone doesn't know about this. So NWA and the cocaine spot. All right, if you saw when we put out the topics beforehand, all right, I create the little blur for that. It's just, and I was like, I don't want to put no context. I'm just gonna put NWA and the cocaine spot, just so if maybe it'll bring some viewers in. So look, let's talk about it.
Not me.
Let's talk about it. So look, during last week,
yes, it is.
last week's pay-per-view, manager Father James Mitchell, all right, who by the way
I grew up on him,
was shown at a table with several wrestlers and women snorting cocaine and drinking alcohol. All right, according to Halls of Wrestling, all right, CW officials were not happy that in light of their new TV deal that was set to bring both NWA Power and a reality TV show to the network, all right, there is now, and this is all speculation, folks, there is now being reported that there's a 90% chance that both of those shows will now air on the app versus the broadcast as a result of the network receiving negative social media comments and messages after the segment aired.
Oh,
what are your thoughts?
Well, okay, so the first thing I want to say is we just found out who Tony Khan's dealer is.
Oh my
Mitchell. Do it.
God.
With that being said, right? So I don't understand why the CW is honestly upset about this, because I figured it might help them out. Hey, get some buzz around the CW.
Hey, I like what you did there. Get some buzz.
Yeah. So So, so it's one of those things where, all right, it was on pay-per-view, so it wasn't on like their YouTube channel, right? However, it might have been a little too much. The alcohol I can understand, but I heard that not only did he like do a line, but he did a bump of cocaine too. So there was like two instances that he was using cocaine.
We don't know if it was cocaine. It was a white powdery substance. That's what it was.
Yeah, it's coke. So
It's
with that being
coke.
said,
Could have been Smarties. You guys don't know.
No, it's it's
Look,
coke.
it would have been.
I watched the
funnier-
video.
Look, it
It's
would have
coke. I saw it. It's coke.
I get
Just
what
want to
they
put it
were
out there,
doing.
folks.
There were a bunch
So
of
there's
drug
no
dealers on our
confusion.
show.
No confusion for anybody. It was cocaine, despite what the Red Dog is saying.
It could have been, well, it could have been. It could have been better if they made it a more comical situation than just him doing like
I don't think so. at
Okay,
all.
you ever seen? You're too young. There's a movie called Modern Problems with Chevy Chase in it. He's get possessed by this like demon, and
Oh, yeah,
Nell
no.
Harper is in it
No.
from can't remember the show she was on, but anyway, she like puts this demon powder around the bed and says if he goes near it he'll die. He like hops down and snorts it all the way around the bed like it's a huge ass line of cocaine.
What?
I was like, I like it. If they did something like that, where it was this abundance amount that like any normal human being would have died if it was real, and they did something like that, I could see that because that should have been funny as fuck. However, this was real life. Like y'all were in an area drinking and doing cocaine. That was too real. That was too real, NWA. Y'all gotta chill. and I asked questions about this to Chris Siders. I was like, "Well, are you sure he just didn't like do it, like go into business for himself because he just wanted a line of cocaine and just did it?" He was like, "Nah, dude, this was planned. Like this was a planned spot because they didn't cut away. They just like they showed it."
They went back. They showed it twice. I watched it live. They went back twice because at first they were just like joking about it, right? They're like, yeah, look at him having a good time, and then it went away, and then it went back, and then everybody's like, well, it's not a party it's not an NWA party, and then it went back to them, and they were like, the commentary team is just laughing, so they weren't told about what was going to be happening. And, I saw the clip. I watched it. I knew it happened.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing. Y'all look, y'all guys, party till the wheels fall off.
But you know what? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to agree with Keith's comment, right? How it says CW needs to grow up. Yeah. You had a show, right, where teenagers were getting murked, right? Let's not pretend like Jughead wasn't running around like trying to figure shit out, right? Like, don't do that, okay? You had Skeeter Rising on your show. Let's not play like Scream wasn't a thing, right? And maybe there were some movies where he was doing some blow. Let's just be real with that. All right, let's not play. You didn't put Skeeter on the app. You know what I mean? You put him right on the show, okay? Don't do that. All right. And by the way, it's probably the most anybody's ever heard of CW since the fucking cut of all of the DC shows. Let's be real, because Smallville's not there, Arrow's not there, Flash's not there, Superwoman's not there. All right. What is it? The Superheroes of Tomorrow, whatever that show.
Legends of Tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, see, I don't even remember.
Batwoman is not Superwoman. It was Batwoman.
Black Lightning's not there no more. Okay, like this is the most buzz that you've got about your network for a while. So like, let's keep it 100. All right, like put it on the app. Yeah, you got Walker Texas Ranger. Okay, a remake. Like you brought back a show from the past. Cool. Let's just let NWA do their thing and let them cause you some controversy, so that way they can give you some cash. Because let's be real, that comment right there says it all. Controversy creates cash, and you guys need all the help that you can get. So chill out, let it go, okay? And it was on pay-per-view. You had to buy it first, and who knows what's gonna happen on pay-per-view. So
that is true. They got porn on.
That's crazy. We're talking about it. You're bringing on a product that legitimately, I want to just touch on, like, if you guys listen to the audio version of this, right? Val Venus almost got his dick chopped off, right,
did.
on Raw.
He
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Girls were like, there was stuff happening in the Attitude Era. Like I can say, like, it was like across the line, right? And
Did
maybe
not age
right
well.
now with NWA, right? Because it is 2023. Let's be frank, okay? Cocaine, obviously we know the harm that it's doing. We're not advocating for you to go out and do coke, but what we're saying is just, hey, sometimes you just gotta let the controversy get people drawn over to the show to find out what's gonna happen next. Just let it ride.
All right. I'm gonna come at from a different standpoint. I'm gonna come at it as Billy doing what Billy gonna do, and Billy always shoots himself in the foot. All right, look, and I'm going back to what I said a while ago. Billy Corgan just needs to sell the NWA to somebody else. All right, it's also reported like this. He was the one who advocated and pushed for this spot. All right, this is the same man that had the world title. All right, the one, if not right underneath prestigious wrestling championships. You got the WWE belt. All right, you have the WCW belt. Right. Those are like, you think of them in the past, right?
No,
The NWA belt. All right,
Yeah,
is as
gold.
prestigious as they come without WWE on it. Okay,
It does.
like that belt legitimately means something to the outside wrestling little bubble. All right, that's the same guy that put that belt on Tyrus. Okay, and now it's on EC3, which is just a tad bit better. So, that's the guy that honestly did not sign Darius Lockhart. So let's be real, all right? This guy is just shooting himself in the foot. Cocaine, no. First of all, it's stupid. All right, they could have did something else. All right, controversy create cash. Yes. All right, you can still create controversy without cocaine. All right, if you're gonna pick a drug, pick something else besides cocaine.
We're talking about it on the show right now. Like, talk about the controversy that it created.
Like, you can be like,
Cocaine does.
like you can
Look at AEW. AEW's got a lot of controversy, and there's a lot of cocaine done.
Let's talk about another movie, right? Let's talk about Scarface, right? What do you remember off of Scarface? Yeah, go ahead. Let me know. Yeah, do you talk about the part where he's like, hey, man, I'm sitting in my tub. The world is mine. No, you're talking about the scene with the mountain of cocaine where my man just dips his face in and pulls his face up. Okay, we're not talking, Leo. That is a moment, right? Next to say hello to my little friend. It's the cocaine spot that we're all talking about.
It is he's right. It's a talking point, my dude.
That's fine. But Billy's still doing Billy things. Like, but it's like, nah.
my man.
Yes, does the CW need to grow up? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying this. Like, why?
Because
why?
Just like the movie Demolition Man, okay?
Why are we bringing this? Is not a movie!
Listen, Billy Corgan has got to clean his things up a little bit, all right? And in CW, kind of got to get dirty a little bit, and somewhere in the middle, they'll find their happiness. Okay, that's how it works.
They'll be all right, buddy.
That's fine. I listen. NWA is still at the bottom of the bucket, regardless of it or not.
Cocaine was found in a White House recently.
Wow, that's not the point.
We talk about that moment. If it wasn't for some other events, we would still be talking about cocaine in the White House. Like, it's a crazy controversy, bro. That's all it is. We're still on the first topic. We're 40 minutes into the show.
Right?
Oh, moving on. All right.
Coke is bad, but it's good for business.
Coke is bad.
Moving on. What does AEW do with Ric Flair? All right. Here we go. That's our next topic. All right. It's Ric Flair made his debut last week. All right. On Dynamite's shocking the world. Okay, it shocked me. I was shocked. I was like, "Ain't no way." And then out comes that old fart, Ric Flair.
That's too much. Ric Flair.
I did that on purpose.
Hey, yo.
Oh my gosh. All right, Ric Flair. Look, let me get through this. This show is not supposed to go this long.
Yeah, no, we are right on time, but I mean, that's supposed to go over an hour.
No,
told you guys were better than that SoundCloud rapper.
So much better than that SoundCloud rapper. Make sure, all right, if you haven't already done so, all right, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, all right? Make sure you subscribe to us, all right, on Facebook Live. Hit that like button. Also, if you haven't already done so, right, make sure you subscribe to us on the Big Plus Network.
Big Plus Network.
All right, let's get to it, right? Ric Flair, he just signed a new multi-year deal with everyone's favorite wrestling promotion, All Elite Wrestling. And his new energy drink is like the official drink.
Ooh, energy.
Is the official drink sponsor, I guess, or whatnot. They have partnership. So it's going to be in everybody's locker room, you know. So, yeah. Oh, buddy, what do we do with Ric Flair? Oh, Nate.
This is what's been grinding my gears all week. All week. Why are you going to sign a 74-year-old man to a multi-year contract stating that it's for merchandising reasons? What merchandise you going to sell for 2 years?
Woo, energy.
No. See, what we're getting ready to witness is Ric Flair get in the ring again to try to redo his last match because all participants are in this fucking company. And we're going to watch Ric Flair die in the ring. And it's going to be Tony's fault. He went unconscious twice the last time he wrestled. Twice.
And can we be honest, man? Like,
my thing,
you don't have anything. You don't have anything for Flair.
Like, nobody's going to stop him from wrestling. That's the bad point. Like, what doctor in their right mind is going to clear Ric Flair to wrestle?
They did. There is his doctor. His doctor.
Yeah, he
got the same doctor Trump got.
Oh yeah, so he definitely paid him off. And Tony's going to allow this. So what does that mean? Like, this is going to be on Tony's hands. Ric Flair should not wrestle. He should not be there for multiple years. He should be there for staying until he retires and then dip. They're not going to sell enough T-shirts or energy drinks to justify 2 years of a contract of him doing what? Yeah, he can manage somebody, but most likely he's going to overshadow anybody that he manages on the roster. Yes, I said it. I said it.
That's blasphemy.
No, it isn't.
That's blasphemy.
No, it's not. It's Ric Flair.
I get
Ric Flair.
No. I don't. No. I get how Ric Flair. Look, let's be right. Ric Flair, 2023, and by no way star power. By no real star power as far as in the wrestling bubble. Okay. Now, pop culture, yes, he's transcended pop culture. Like, there's no, Ric Flair, drip, offset, all that. Yes. There's no, I'm not taking that. In this little bubble, all right, in that AEW bubble, Ric Flair 2023 is not outshadowing anybody. If Sting can't do it, Ric Flair's not going to be able to. He's not outshining on Andrade. I'm going to be honest. He's not. If he does manage Andrade as his son-in-law, it's not. He's not going to outshine him.
It's easy to outshine him. He doesn't speak English.
Well, one, fuck you. Two, the only way Andrade,
all right, I'm being
has
a
to
dick.
get on the show first.
I'm being an ass. Sorry. My bad.
Gonna stand for my Latino brother right there.
I'm just mad. Okay, I'm mad that they signed this man to multiple years where we're gonna see like probably a horrible ending to Ric Flair's career.
I think Rick is just gonna be a manager. Like, that's all he's gonna do.
But he stated that he wouldn't turn down getting back in the ring. He's
Well,
already
great.
stated that he
That's,
wants to
I mean,
wrestle
that's
again.
great. You know what else he's not going to turn down? A line from our first segment, but that's not what we're talking about.
It's true. Tony's got
I mean,
abundance of that.
it's crazy. It's crazy that this man is here like selling energy drinks, especially when he's had 2 heart problems. Like, and that man wasn't like almost gone 4
Oh, I
years
didn't even
ago.
think about that. You're right.
Yeah.
The energy drinks. What
I
the
just
fuck?
this man has got like, you know what? Like, shout outs to Rick for like all the stuff he has, right? Obviously, he's made like a brand right out of the whole Woo thing, right? Woo energy,
And as he should. He
and he's
should.
got the Woo Chews, right, as well, right? I think what really it's, you don't have a place for Rick. Like, you just don't. Like, you bring him in because he's Ric Flair. Like, I get that, right? And I do understand that. But I think as far as like outshining talent, like he's gonna have to find someone that he can like elevate up, right? That's kind of rarely used on the show. Like, hey, if Iron Savages, right, was to be used as Ric Flair was the manager of Iron Savages, like that's where I think that like helps, right? You take a talent that's not really utilized on the scene, and then you bring them up and you let them run with him, right? I mean, it's got to work, right? Because Rick is obviously, he's got his own personality, he's out there, you know. So to me, it's just like it great. You just wanted to you got his energy drinks on the show, and you're doing all the other stuff that's got going on. But to me, I think like, I don't want to say it's a weight. It's kind of not needed, especially if you're supposed to be focusing on all this younger talent, and yet here we are signing a lot more older talent on the show.
That's taking time from all the younger talent. Now, I
Your
get that.
pillars, where's your pillars at?
I get, like I said, I get why they did it. It's a favor to Sting. I totally understand that. But past that, why? Why?
I kind of like
Like,
that.
sit like legit.
I don't mind the whole authority figure thing with Ric
I
Flair.
don't either, but then I feel like they're just biting.
I said we've been there, done that.
That's what I'm saying. It's one of those where I don't know. This is a waste of fucking time. Past
here's
Sting,
Viagra's
it's a waste
fine.
of time.
Blue Chew, not Viagra.
Bluetooth.
You guys, it's 2023, okay?
But yeah, like, I don't know.
Not that we get sponsored by them, because we don't.
No, we don't.
You know.
But I don't know. It just irks me that there's this huge possibility that he's gonna wrestle again in that 2 years. I don't want to see it. The last time I saw it, it was probably one of the worst experiences I think I've ever witnessed in wrestling. I wanted it to end. It went on like 35 minutes too long. What? It did.
I like Jeff Jarrett and and Jay Lethal in the match.
Look, like the first 5 minutes was cool seeing Ric Flair trying to work. It was kind of cool and nostalgic. Then they should have just beat him up and ended it.
They're not getting Charlotte, by the way. It says maybe they're trying to lure Charlotte. They're not getting.
Oh, yeah, that's happening.
Nah. Rick knows. She knows. Andrade knows. They all know. They know she's getting that high dollar over there.
Mm-hmm. But Tony can match that.
But why would she do that? Why would she waste her time?
Well,
being a horrible women's division.
You're right. Tony can definitely match that. Then all Charlotte needs to do is talk to Jade.
Yep.
Well, then that's also a fact. But to counterpoint that, love Jade. Jade is the next big thing, but Jade is not Charlotte.
Okay.
And that's just
facts. I do
facts.
understand that, but why should she go somewhere else to carry a whole entire women's division on her back?
Because the rest of them can't do it.
And I wouldn't want to do it either. She can only do so much. What happens when, all the competition runs out and they start doing horrible things again?
Look, this is my take on it. Look, on Rick itself. Look, I don't think what they do. Look. I think he's gonna be there with Sting. I don't think he's going to wrestle. I don't think that's going to happen. I need everybody. Everybody's gotta calm down. I've been seeing everything on Twitter. Calm down, okay? Take a breather. All right.
Yeah. All right. So in a year when we have this conversation again and saying, man, Ric Flair was awesome. It's really sad what happened.
He's not going to wrestle.
All right. Yeah. Okay. You say that.
He's probably going to be there. He's gonna probably manage with Sting for his last hurrah. All right. He may get up in there, chop a couple person. He might take a bump. I'm not saying he's not gonna take a bump, but
be taking that.
He ain't taking no Sting bumps. I tell you that much that he be doing.
Well, he better not.
He ain't going to no table.
I'm afraid for Sting sometimes.
So you don't think he's gonna take a table bump?
I didn't think Sting was too either.
Stop it now.
It's just like man.
No.
You have so many people that doctors should not have cleared for wrestling, and I'm going to throw the Hardys in there too. They should not be cleared to wrestle. Jeff looks like every time he breathes and takes a step, it hurts.
Excalibur, by the way, that's the answer. Mass dude in AEW.
I thought it was Ray Phoenix.
Oh, I mean,
there's so many mass dudes and
everywhere.
4 of them.
Yep.
3 of them. 5 of them.
Lindsay Dorado, because he's there too. Grand Metalik.
I was about to say Grand Metalik was my next one. All right,
Mystico.
Let's go. Match of the week.
Match
of the week. I got mine. All right, cool. I'll start as I take a sip of my prime drink. Okay.
Of course you are.
It's great. Just like Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio was. Okay.
That was a very good I
love that match. I'm glad Logan Paul listened to me. Okay. I'm so glad he listened to me. Brass Knucks works every time. Every time.
Escobar's an idiot.
He is an idiot. He should have kept it for himself.
No, he did.
He should have took the Knucks and hit and hit Logan. But
did it on purpose. No, he did it on purpose. He left those on purpose.
I think
he purposely did that. He is mad because he wasn't United States champion.
I can see that.
I would.
Yeah.
That was too casual the way he left those brass knucks there, man. It was like
and wearing a yellow shirt.
Yeah.
Storytelling. Love it.
Yeah. All right, mine.
But yeah, that's my match of the week. And shout out and look, and I want to address the first thing with all of it. Look, Logan Paul, yes, was out of position. But Logan Paul still had the wherewithal to catch Ray and to turn it into something.
Oh no, he did.
I need everybody to just yes, Logan Paul has the wherewithal. Because that's been the debate for the past 12 hours. It's like, no, he was out of position. He sucks. And it's like, no, he saved Ray. Ray did it. No, both can be right.
He was out of position and he got back in position.
Exactly. To save Ray. Because Ray was definitely going to spike him on his head, spike himself on the head. And, so, nah. But, yes, that's my match of the week.
All right. I'm going to go with the opener of Crown Jewel, the actual show, the World Championship match.
Yeah, that was that's
Drew and Seth.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that immensely.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Seth might have real close to freaking losing that. It had me marking out in the car next to my wife. Even my wife was. We were like, oh shit. Neighbors were looking at us. Because we were being loud early in the morning. Because, that came on at 11 o'clock in the morning here. So, I enjoyed it immensely. I enjoyed the whole show. So, WWE can do no wrong. Get that Saudi money. Get that blood money.
Get that blood money.
So look, just because and I saw this today. Do you know how much money they made?
How much?
The report came out. $50 million.
yeah. Get that.
It was maybe, and my number might be off, but I know they said that's the amount of 5 WrestleManias.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
They
And
make
I
a
like
shit ton of
the-
money over there every time they go over there, dude.
and when I seen that, I just went, "What?" It's just astronomical. I just think about it, like, "Oh my god, it's crazy, it's crazy." I'm like,
They're
like,
making money.
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Mr. Golden. Outside
Outside interference. Well, since everybody's going to be on the I want to suck dick with Crown Jewel train, I'm not going to
Alright,
pick
cool.
that. I'm not picking a match off there, even though I would have to agree with both of y'all. But I'm going to take Orange Cassidy versus Claudio Castagnoli, just so I could be one different, but two, no, I actually enjoyed the contrast of styles between OC and Claudio in their matchup. I thought it was I thought it was cool just because it was kind of like a good teaser of like the stuff that happened with Bryan Danielson, and then going into this, and now you have the next move of went on with John Moxley and teasing OC and Moxley too. I don't know, man. I like where this story's going, so I think I'm just gonna have to go that route. And let's be real, man. Like Claudio is just a fucking machine.
Yeah,
No,
This
he's
dude,
amazing. No, he
yeah,
is. He's
he's
amazing.
countering everything into that giant swing. I'm
Yeah.
like, bruh, this is on another level of like, oh my goodness. So I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna lean that way just to be different. But I do have to agree. Like Ray's match was incredible. Seth's match was incredible. I even liked LA Knight with Roman. Even
Oh, that match is great.
normally, you know what's crazy is normally those matches go like 25-30 minutes, and it was only like an 18-minute match. It was like
Yeah.
one of the short matches for Roman. So
Yeah. But it was fun though.
it was
Yeah.
fun.
It was fun the way that it played out, and again, it still made LA look strong because that's what I was worried about. I was like,
Yeah.
you have to make sure it's just the right amount of shenanigans and like circumstance to at least keep him at that level that you got him on. Because if you beat him flat, it's gonna ruin all that work. So I'm happy they were able to figure that shit out.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
Oh, I guess this kind of leads into the last topic, doesn't
It
it?
sure does. Sure. What's next after Crown Jewel? All right. Where are our thoughts going right after Crown Jewel as we are heading towards Survivor Series?
I have no fucking clue. I'm gonna be perfectly
Red
honest
Dog.
with you.
Where do we go after this? Well, one, to answer this question, has Roman won a non-interfered match since he's been champ? No.
And he shouldn't. He's
No,
a heel.
shouldn't. Yep. Jade and Rhea. No. All
Not that-
right.
oh,
So
not
I
that
think
soon.
women's division wise, right? If we're gonna start it off, I think where we head, not outside of War Games, right? Let's keep it 100. I think some of the storylines that need to be drawn up, though, I definitely want to see Becky Lynch and Jade. I think that needs to be like the story driven into going into Royal Rumble.
I can see that.
I would love to see Rhea finally like get some new blood to face off against, like Xia Li. I definitely want to see like some new talent get promoted and pushed up. But I know it won't be Xia Li. It'll be someone like, I don't know. That's I would say. It's weird to say it this way, but Bianca Belair. But it's not. I'm not trying to be like, oh, it's just gonna be Bianca. But I want to see some fresh faces. I think for Roman, I think the next move is to start telling the story of Cody, right?
Yeah, getting
Like,
back to that.
yeah, Cody getting back to that. I think that's where we go next. Solo needs to have another singles match with somebody out there, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be John Cena that they're gonna want to get. Unless this was John's like last performance for now. I definitely think I want to see Solo and like I want to see Solo mix it up with like LA Knight, so that you can kind of be like, these are your new two faces that we're gonna start pushing of WWE. Solo clearly is gonna be that guy. We know that.
Yeah.
So we know that. And then if we want to hook line, or we want to hook into some lines to like start playing with some more future stars, right? Carmelo Hayes clearly has to be the guy, and obviously Braun Breaker. So we could have those three, like Solo, Carmelo, and Braun, just kind of getting around each other and start utilizing that team, those three individuals to start pushing like the WrestleMania push. those are I think those are my three big ones that I would want to see. But yeah, I think that's where we go now. From there, we start looking at implementing the future of what WWE is going to be.
You mentioned Mello, right? And I just want to put out there, Mello versus Dragunov. Okay, was also
amazing.
fire,
that was amazing.
Sucks. It just sucks that it was just in the same week as just a lot of matches, like great matches. Like you said, Casino was was a great match. Like that was my match of the week up until Crown Jewel. But yeah, Mello and Dragunov, yeah, okay, fire match. I think after Crown Jewel, this is what we do. Like, we know Roman's not going to be there for Survivor Series, so going into Survivor Series, I think Sammy and the Judgment Days something's gotta happen with them. He stole the briefcase, which I think was hilarious. I thought,
that was great.
Ain't gonna lie, I thought for a second, I thought we were I thought we were getting a new world champion. I thought.
Yeah, so did Seth. You saw him sweating bullets when he came out with that briefcase.
I seen it and I was like, and I felt it in my gut too. And I was like, this one really got me. And I was like, oh, cool. Why won't they do it in Saudi? I was like, they'll go crazy. I was like, whoa, wait. I was like, and then here comes Sammy, and I was like, woo.
That was a good fake out. It
was a really good fake out because they got me on that one. The past couple ones I've been like, all right, no, you bluffing, we bluffing.
Because Seth was legit in trouble.
Yeah,
I mean, getting that beat down from McIntyre. So
yeah, I think I don't know what we do with Seth though. I don't know who's next up for Seth.
I think it's a future person. Like you got to plan.
That's what you say. Do you think? Well, then is it Braun Breaker?
I kind of hope so.
Could be.
Are you going to call up Braun and face him up at Survivor Series? Because Melo's not. Because look, Melo can't go nowhere till he faces Trick.
Yeah.
Because he did it. He did it.
Yeah, he got proof.
No, he did it.
He might know who did it, but he might have not.
Trick know he did it. Trick know he did it.
I don't know, man. This is one person's word versus the other. I don't know if Trick really saw him. That
Solo versus Owens is probably is good as well. I like that. Solo versus Owens. That's what I think. As far as the bloodline, I think because you're going to get the bloodline Judgment Day versus Team non-bloodline. You know, I think we're going to get that.
Yep,
absolutely.
So you mentioned really quick though. You mentioned Dragunov, right? Did you guys see that picture from the fan that he put out on while he was at NXT? So shout out to the Public Enemies podcast. I just pulled this from their site. I know it wasn't from them directly, but look at this photo though, like from a fan's perspective.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, that is a cool photo.
Yeah. That's an insane shot.
Yeah, 100%. I was like, dang, that looks like it's gonna hurt a lot.
That does look like it's gonna hurt for everybody.
Yeah. Because then that table collapsed too, and you saw them, both of them were like, oh man. Immediately regrets his decision.
I like to see the whole thing with Kari and Io.
Yes.
See if they add a homegirl Asuka. I mean, granted, yes, probably shouldn't be sticking all the Japanese women together, one group, but that group would be fire.
It's so weird that I was listening to What Culture, and they forgot to tag team that they were, because they were like, yeah, remember when she was like a heel for a little bit? Like she rocked. I was like, you mean when she was a Kabuki Warrior?
I was like, Kabuki Warrior.
That tag
they were
team
heels.
Ruled.
Yeah, it did. So I could just imagine just having those three women together as a team and being heels. I mean, really, at that point, what other women's gonna do anything?
No, facts.
Like, I feel sorry for Bailey and all of them if that happens. I'm curious to see how that's gonna play out. Kyrie coming back, didn't see it coming. I knew she was gonna return, but like the way that they did it
Yeah.
was pretty dope. And I'm liking evil Kyrie Zane. Like,
I like that she came back. I don't like that she came back at Crown Jewel. I really wish she would have came back at like a SmackDown event, right? And I say that because like the Saudi crowd really had no idea, and they really weren't even like it didn't. And it sounded like they weren't really into it, right? Like I know they pumped in the noise that made it sound like it was a lot louder, but from what I was reading, like the crowd really didn't pop for her when she came out. I think her being at a SmackDown event where a lot of people would be recognizing her would have made sense, or in a War Games match, it would have made sense.
Yeah.
My
mean,
wish.
if she had came back like in the States, she would have got it. Would have been a bigger reaction.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But the way that they did it, I guess the reasoning, they did it. It made sense. Just the way that
I want to address that comment. The Sasha joint. Lisa Sasha returning? Not yet.
Oh no, not yet. She's not done doing what she's doing right
No,
now.
yeah. I think we said this before. Mercedes is going to give it a couple of years, to do the stuff that she wanted to do.
Exactly.
I think because I know for a fact that her relationship with Triple H is a completely different relationship with her and what Vince McMahon was.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because when we got to remember when Sasha Banks was really, 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 really popping was down there in NXT when who was in charge? Papa H. So I do think ultimately she's going to circle back around. Not yet. She's got to win the AEW Women's World Title so she can, and then win the ROH. So she's got to win all the other belts first, so she can be like a legit AJ Styles type of.
That poor lady. I feel bad for her.
Yeah, and she also got to go to Impact to win the Knockouts belt.
Now, see that I'm looking forward to.
That's going to happen.
I want to see her.
I think that's
where I want to see her.
And I think that's where she's going to go first. I think she's going to go to AEW. I think ultimately, it's got to have I know she's not going to turn down the money, but and who's to say that she can't do both? I mean, Osprey's doing it. So I do think she's going to go to Impact. And I think she's going to go there and kind of make that home base for the time being, in a sense, while still going out and collecting all the other belts because that's what she needs to do. She needs to be the next belt collector.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
She needs to go to all the major promotions and
get every belt,
collect every belt, and then go back home.
Yeah, exactly. And then wrestle Matt Cardona and take all his belts.
There you go. She can beat him.
And exactly. Oh my God, Mercedes. Listen, that'd actually be kind of fire match. Matt Cardona versus Mercedes Moné.
I think
see,
that's something that I could watch and not worry about. Oh, this is the what was it? Sami Callihan and
we don't talk about her.
And I like her still.
I don't.
Calm down.
Don't
get on my homegirl like that.
No. Oh no.
I like her. Can't remember her name right now, but
she likes poop.
What is her
Also
name
the NWA Women's.
Oh yes, the NWA. Yeah, I like I said, I think of NWA as Billy shooting. He wouldn't do it. He would. All right, look. Don't sit up here and act like he wouldn't go.
I didn't say that, but I'm just saying,
she don't have to go to NWA. It's not like NWA means anything anymore.
Wow.
It doesn't. After Nick Aldis carried that company on his back, no, it doesn't. And they couldn't figure it out. No, it doesn't. And it was on its way back up. It was on its way. Don't give credit. But you lost all credibility when you put the belt on Tyrus. And from what Nick Aldis has said, look, Billy Corgan.
She would make the title relevant if she won the NWA Women's Championship.
But she won't because what? Billy always doing what Billy do. And what do Billy do? shooting himself in the foot, bro. Like,
Yeah, he's learning
gotta
from the
put this out
best.
there, man.
Tony's
You
doing the
have
same
terrible
thing except
shooting
for
form.
bigger level.
that's fine. That's
You
fine.
do. You're
That's
shooting
look.
other people in the foot.
You've never shot your foot before, and it shows.
Great, absolutely. Anyway, yeah, nah. But yeah, that's what like Mercedes Monet. Yeah, she'll be back after. After she does all that.
That makes sense.
Yep, I agree. I like that.
Well, we already know what grinds Damien's gears because like he told us that in the
Yeah,
topic.
it did. And I just don't want to. I just don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see the next 2 years of Ric Flair's life
on Wednesday night on TBS.
Yeah, no, I'm just like I said. I don't want us a year from now going, man, that was horrible. What we've all witnessed on pay-per-view, or worse, on Dynamite or Rampage or Collision.
All right, I got a major announcement.
Or Dark.
Or Dark Elevation.
Yeah, they need to bring that back if he's gonna wrestle. That's where they need to put it.
You can put over new talent.
Anyway, let's do this. I got a special announcement. I got to let off. Okay, let's do this. All right, and this is it. I'm trying to stay on point. I'm not gonna. Nope, we're not acknowledging the comment. If you didn't see it,
great.
If you did not see it, like for all my podcast listeners, you need to go subscribe, all right, to us on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to us on Facebook. Hit that Facebook live button, hit like. And also, if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to the Big Plus Network.
I'm getting that on a t-shirt.
Big Plus Network.
I am getting that on a t-shirt. I'm getting that on a t-shirt.
I'm gonna star that comment just for you.
All right, bet. Because I'm getting that on a t-shirt. That's great. Oh.
I have a special major announcement that I need to let. Let's go.
Yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
Let's
go.
Ahead. Let them know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on November the 26th,
we are doing a Coke and Whore tour.
Oh God! Oh, special guest Tony and Rick. They're gonna be in the house. Okay, no, that's not the real. It's not the real one. Chaz, go ahead.
No, because it's already like he's gone. I was waiting for it. I was like, I'm gonna do this right now.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna try to get through this. Okay, we're gonna try to do this. All right, November the 26th. Okay, that's shut up, Cliff. All right, November the 26th. It's the last Sunday of this month. All right, right after the Turkey Day. So after you stuff your faces with food, all right, and you perform gluttony, you know, one of the deadly sins, and then you spend all your money the next day, and you know, at the shopping stores. All right, that's Sunday, right? Okay, you're gonna check out the 3 Count Podcast. All right, because it is our 500th episode. Okay, 500th episode special, and we're bringing it back. All right, we're bringing back the Super Pod.
Oh,
all right.
Okay.
We're bringing back the Super Pod at a special start time at 4:00 p.m. We're giving you a live 2-hour Super Pod.
Oh, you know that's 2:00 my time, right?
It is.
All right, I'll make sure I'm free.
That's about to say. Make sure you're free.
So I gotta play nice.
Absolutely not. Look.
Okay, yeah. Just say less.
If anyone knows how our Super Pod goes, look, they can. I say they're 2 hours. Yeah, they could be 4 hours. But I have a new system that's going to make sure it is more organized. But anyway, our 500 episode special. All right.
The system now isn't organized. What is he talking about?
It's 500 episode Super Pod, guys. We gotta have a lot of guests. All right. I'll give you a hint. All right. Hey yo,
that was good. That was good.
That's
was
great.
good.
That's another one to get on the t-shirt.
Oh, that is another one. Yes, it is.
That's another one. If you want to know what it is, you should have seen it live. So make sure you
I'll
subscribe.
watch it tomorrow.
That's also true. Yeah, go watch it tomorrow. But anyway, yeah, look, seriously, guys, November 26th, that's our 500th episode. All right, we got a super pod. We got a lot of guests coming in. It's going to be a great time. It's crazy to think that we legitimately have 500 episodes of content. Okay, that's crazy. Insane. And this is also including Now Into the Ring. And 500. A lot of podcasts don't make it past 10. Some podcasts only make it past their first one. And we have legitimately done this for 3.5 years. About to end up on year 4 coming up next month. Look, please check this out. All right, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna let it go now. I'm bringing back the original crew. All right, JJ will be there. All right, Chris Idol will be there. I'm still trying to decide if Anthony's gonna be there or not.
Oh, why not? I like Anthony.
We'll figure.
Give me a solid. I never asked for anything. I just want to see him make your life hell for like 2 hours. Come on, do me a solid.
It won't be that long. It won't be that long.
Come on, do me a solid.
We look, the way this is working. I got like 10 people lined up on this show. Everyone's getting segments.
All right,
10 heads at one time. We've been there, done that. I want 2 hours.
Yeah,
2 hours.
No, we'll do it. We'll bring people in and out.
Okay. Yeah, and Anthony's going to be there the least amount of time.
Wow. Well, I mean, look, as long as you give me the solid and let him be.
I'll think about it. I said I'll think about it. I ain't going.
Like I said, I never asked for anything.
You're right. You're right. You're absolutely correct. You're right. Still, look. After I just ate all my turkey, and I'm not eating the turkey. I don't eat turkey. Turkey's dry, but the chicken I eat and the mac and cheese, everything else, and after
you eat, that's crazy. All right,
you know.
Said 2 hours. Yeah, right. Looks like it'll be more like 3 hours. That's 100%.
Absolutely. That's why I said 4 o'clock. That's why I said 4 o'clock, because when it ends up 3 hours, it'll be our normal time of ending. So, I had no worries, guys. I'm on it. I understand how you guys work and all our fans. So no, it's okay. I understand. I got you.
Ooh, it's gonna be fun. I'm an active fool.
It's definitely gonna be fun. So make sure you're there. Like I said, November 26th, 500 episodes. It's a super pod. All right. Special start time, 4 p.m. on YouTube, all right, on Facebook Live, and on the Big Plus Network.
Oh, yeah, you want that. Big Plus Network.
Look, if you got to the end of the show, my PlayStation users, you get a trophy because you probably just finished Spider-Man as well. There's a lot of people now finishing up. So you get a trophy.
Yeah,
and my Xbox users, you get an achievement.
Yeah,
and my PC users, you get a virus. So
I don't know, man. I'd rather have the PC than the PlayStation right now. You heard the crappy stuff they've been doing, right?
What? I don't know.
We'll talk about it when we go off the air.
I was about to say, I don't know.
It's pretty crappy.
Is it really?
It's pretty crappy, yeah.
But Spider-Man was a great game. It's game of the year.
Yeah, well, you know.
Game of the year. Yeah, and I'm about to play Baldur's Gate, so I heard that was great.
The only game of the year they're going to have. They keep at the rate they're going.
You talking about Call of Duty? Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Anyway, so thank you for listening to today's episode. Make sure you follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. 3count_pod. Twitter. I did not see that comment. And 3count pod on everything else. All right. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Okay. Hit that subscribe button on Facebook, and also subscribe to the Big Plus Network.
Big Plus Network without lag. Oh, it is a lag.
I was saying, there's the lag. Anyway, all right. Thank you for listening. Make sure you're there next week. Check out Now Into the Ring. I didn't get to that, but you know it comes out. So guess what? You'll find out when it drops who's coming on. You're going to listen to it anyway.
That is fast.
And see you next week.
Peace.
Hawaii.
Hawaii.